Compulsory and hopefully commotion will be found. Go get it, poetics. We be those musical medics. Beside it, we set it, excited and ready. Cause it's go get it, poetics. All throughout the IE.
Go get it, poetics. Everywhere that I be.
Go get it, poetics. All throughout the interweb.
Go get it, poetics. Reaching out to the whole world.
Go get it, poetics. All throughout the IE.
Go get it, poetics. Everywhere that I be. Go get it, poetics.
All throughout the interweb.
Go get it, poetics. Reaching out to the whole world. Go get it, poetics.
Good evening, everyone. You are now tuned in to Go Get It Poetics. I'm your host, Nat the Lioness, along with my co-hosts, Tangent the Wiggy Woo and Sham from the West Coast of I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Super excited.
I'm super.
My screen. Keep talking.
Can everybody hear us?
Check it out. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about our guest that we have here tonight. We have a poet, of course, with us.
Yes.
We have a musician, and we have a visual artist. But right now, we are about to get right into it with our poet. His name is Larry Ebby. Larry Ebby, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Heck yes, awesome.
I wanted to say a couple words about Larry Ebby. Larry is not only a published poet who was the winner of the 2013 Luis Bogan Award with his book Flight of August, but he also has his own small publishing press, Orange Monkey Publishing, and he also organizes the local poetry group Poetry IE. He also does volunteer work for Inlandia, which is another literary group in the Inland Empire, as well as how do I put it? It's really hard to even go down the list of all the stuff that Larry has done for the Inland Empire poetry community.
Wow. And
so I really wanted to get him here early on in our series and to talk to him about what he thinks about the IE and poetry that's going on in it and everything that he's doing in it. So what's going on, Larry?
As far as what's going on in the IE, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
Any of the above, yeah.
Well, I guess I could start out with what I've been working on lately. I have a book coming out soon, Machinist in the Snow, coming out from ELJ Publications, which is pretty exciting. It's coming out in August. I also have a new manuscript that I've been working on called Radio Jupiter, which is using all of the moons of Jupiter as a lens to look at American culture. That's kind of the project that I've been working on now. I'm also, as far as the publication business, Orange Monkey Publishing, we have 3 new books coming out soon, which I'm really excited about. We have Lauren Henley's The Finding, Ruben Rodriguez's We Do What We Want, and then we also have Steve Westbrook's Vox Americana. So that's pretty much the gist of those aspects. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, man. Larry, your first couple books, The Flight of August, which is already out. Larry, your first couple books, the first of which is already out, Flight of August. What company is Flight of August out on?
It's at a Trio House Press.
On Trio House Press, as well as Machinist in the Snow. I got to look at them a lot when we studied poetry together, and it seems like you have a big emphasis on the ideas of decay and post-society. But you would always really bristle when people would talk about post-apocalyptic because you kind of felt like that was reductionist or that was kind of simple. So how would so once and for all, how would you describe your obsession with decay and the kind of post-society survival situations that we see in some of your poetry?
As far as decay goes, I think decay is actually the major sort of process of. I want to say the universe, but that sounds so broad. I mean, really, I think decay is something that I'm drawn to because I see it happening all the time. I grew up kind of in not in the wilderness, but in like this kind of backwoods part of a small town in the Inland Empire called Yucaipa. and I saw, you know, a lot of that land sort of disappear over time and turn into houses and things like that, and a lot of you know, storms, and watching all that stuff and watching nature do its thing. And I think even kind of stumbling into animal carcasses on occasion, I think that really drew me to that idea of decay. And so I got obsessed with that idea, and I'm still pretty obsessed. It always comes out in my work, even if I'm looking through different lenses and things. So that Flight of August definitely
Absolutely.
Nice. And is that what you're going to be reading from today? Is Flight of August? Is that what you'll be sharing with us?
Yeah, I'll be sharing a few poems from that. I think I'll probably do like 3 or 4 of those, and then I'm going to be reading from the new book that's coming out. I'll probably 1 poem from that, because the problem with there's too much context it'll have to give. So I picked one that's kind of that'll give you enough context, so we don't have to go into too much. And then after that, I'll read a little bit from the new project, some of the moons of Jupiter. So
nice.
Wow.
So what would you say is like your process? How do you like to go about writing your poetry and stuff? Is there a specific setting you like to be in? Do you have a ritual that you go about or anything like that? How does it come out for you?
No ritual per se, but I do like silence. I think I get distracted really easily, so if I can confine myself in the most silent place possible, that usually helps. But I guess as a contradiction, when I was writing this book, I was actually in class for most of writing that book, but a lot of the stuff that I was listening to really wasn't that important in the class, so I ended up writing pretty much the whole book in that class, and just kind of like writing it on a piece of paper on a legal pad and just putting it in my back pocket. That's the only thing that I think is consistent, is if I do write it on a piece of paper, I put it in my back pocket. I don't know why, but yeah, that's like my only process that I hang on to.
You don't ever accidentally wash it or anything like that?
Oh yeah, actually I did. I had one of those small pocket-sized notebooks, and I washed the whole thing and lost so much
that's
information.
the worst. Yes,
I've been there.
Yes,
I had a
the
little
worst.
black leather one that did the same thing too.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was still a little bit readable.
Yeah. So now I check my pockets before I put things in the laundry.
Nice.
Always smart.
So when did you start writing poetry? Like your earliest age of getting into poetry?
Well, from what I hear from my parents, I was always interested in telling stories. And then I started getting into poetry in high school, but it was like really bad angsty stuff. But then I went through this period of writing poems based on what I think objects would perceive the world. So it's like a soda can or something like that. It'd be like a poem from the point of view of a soda can. It was kind of like, you know, stupid, but it was like what I was working on when I was a kid. And then I stopped doing it for a while because I was in a heavy metal band, and then after that I went to college, took a creative writing class, and then I don't know, that sort of sparked me into it again. I was like, wait, we can actually do this in a college setting and it matters.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
so
wonderful.
yeah.
Let's get before we pivot over to your performance, let's get some of your links so people could check your stuff out.
Oh yeah. If you want to check out any of the links, you can find me at larryeb.com as well as orangemonkeypublishing.net. That's my publishing company. You can also look at poetryie.org. That's poetry instead of the Y. It's the IE for the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Represent.
Yeah, represent. That's some information you can find about what we do. We do readings. You can also hit us up on Facebook, Poetry IE. Search us, you'll find us.
Very good group to check out. Check out Poetry IE. They're always doing great events in the area.
Yeah.
Anything else?
All right, so now we're about to get to Larry Ebbie's performance,
Yes.
which is going to be awesome.
Indeed, I'm excited for this. I'm super excited.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
hear some of this new Radio Jupiter stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you poet, publisher, professor, editor, writer, and overall good guy, Larry Eby.
All right, so I'm going to read a little bit from my book, Flight of August. I'm going to read the first 3 poems, and I'll read some other stuff. So these are just numbered. This is number 1. We scout. The pelt line is empty, swaying hard to the ever-winter wind. The cold, cold nails jutting from collapsed shanties, sheets hung from a rebar post. Cinder blocks circle the tent to guard what we have. Water jugs, 12 bullets, a mandolin. Out of some paint-peeled door, there is a white flag slapping at the air. 2. Meander the bucket over, pour the fire out. Our smokeless need to stealth in desert, our smoke-filled bodies. The body it is asking. A pass between the bushes, a hideaway in an attic. What happens when you become a refugee to the earth itself? These bundled things, walking for friction. There's a destination over the next mountain pass. Freeways kneel and hold their arms out for collapse, for collapse. Pages. All right, this is number 6. The first February snow, light on the eaves. Our sliding glass door needs sealant. Beneath the boarded up, the empty propane tank in the backyard. O-rings, dry-worn, rot, and we've buried those needing to be buried. We've scavenged towards spring. Stay up in shifts, all waking to any lights, round the cul-de-sac. This space is ours, as long as we don't lose footing, if we don't lose to this frozen sea. Cool. All right, I'm going to read from The Machinist and the Snow manuscript. This is a book coming out in August. It's about self-exile into nature, and this machinist looking at nature as this sort of mechanical thing. The leaves are full of cogs, tubing of cells slips in the oil. A grease fire blooms in the electric light. There is so much green. I need you to see this. We are mathematical bodies in a muck, a river, an orb above us that draws the seeds from their stems. If I take this being from its host, its engine begins to fail. Sputter of life in the fire I've caused. There must be a way to obstruct this cold. We all grow until there is no room to grow. Then ash, then snow thrums down in soft rebirth. If we hold open our mouths, at least this frozen is something to taste. All right, I'm going to read a couple of these. These are poems from Radio Jupiter, which is a new project I've been working on. Each one is named after one of Jupiter's 67-plus moons. They keep finding them. They actually found a couple more while I was working on this project. This is some of them aren't named yet, so this is S2003J2. In California, a child ties a wasp to a string, and it flies, orbiting a fist. The insect's stunned. In Georgia, the insect's genetic cousin digs into the Earth's crust, and gravity lessens its bind, and a clock somewhere quickens. The wings, once in tandem, beat offset against the tyranny of time. That's it, isn't it? God in the binding of matter, the natural wave of yesterday cresting into today. The structure of a hive shattering in a quake. A uniform on a child with a gun slung over a shoulder feels weight slowing more than others. It's hard to see, but there it is, relativity carrying a stick the size of a sun. Two more of these. This is Shinobi. A car fire melts the highway down into a thick soup, a dark soup, a syrupy cosmos with bits of stars and planets and at least one moon orbiting each large celestial body, and the rubberneckers pretend not to look this time. This time it is worse than anything they've seen, and they feel the heat of it against their cheeks and remember childhood winters when they weren't allowed outside in the snow for fear they would lose a piece of themselves to the cold cascading forest. One more. This is a Pasiphae. Taurus, as constellation, roams through a thick field of yellow-blue stem, beads of bright lights in the shape of a bull, clearing a path through the grass for the animal stars behind it. The field catches fire. The celestial animals do not flee, but continue their steady pace, their outlines still bright against the orange glow of flame. Opposite of the field, a frozen river anciently waits for them to arrive. When they do, it begins to flow from their heat. The animals drink. The river steams out into the night, resuscitating the cloudless sky. The invisible moons of Jupiter watching this all with a desire for heat from behind the bright presence of our moon. They are bound to their planet, who is only warm to those large enough to feel its tidal love, like us. Thank you.
And that was Larry Abbey.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. So wonderful. So wonderful.
That was a great performance. Very beautiful poetry. Very beautiful. Next, we have visual artist JoeDed in the building. What?
Woo!
He's awesome. Come on in, JoeDed.
How you doing? How you
grab
doing,
one
man?
of those mics.
How's it going? Welcome to Go Get It Poetics.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I know you from the scene, the art scene, basically, and met you through Mega, MC Mega, and we've been following your art ever since. You're amazing. Man, I can't even, I don't even know where to start with your amazing art. Well, actually, I would like to start with a bio that you sent me. It was just, I've never read a bio like that. I thought it was poetry. I was like, are we going to have him as a poet or are we having him as a visual artist? Or, okay. Let me read a little bit of this. It's called The Beautiful Bio of JoeDed. Painting and art in general are the keys to my sanity. They help the flow of energy trapped in my mind. The energy release helps me sleep at night. The images dance in my head until I open my brain and unleash them onto the canvas. When I first started doing my art, it was a way to keep me from feeling lonely. And my art soon became my friend, then my family, and now it will never leave. I feel a connection between me and my paintings. I get a rush from the moment I begin to create. It feels like I'm in a euphoric state when I begin my ritual. The paint splatters, drips, and smells of the fumes is what allows me to conjure up the goblins of my cerebellum. So amazing. Like, what was that? Like, talk to us a little bit about that. Like, where are you coming from? What place was JoeDed at when he wrote that?
I was just expressing that, like, as an artist, I feel that my body is kind of like a vessel or like a conduit to which, like, all this stuff that already exists is flowing through.
Yeah.
So it just kind of pit stops in my brain, and then I manifest it into, like, a reality.
Right, I like that. A pit stop. Heck yeah.
It's like they're at a space station, and then they all have to just get released through my hands onto the page or wall or canvas or whatever.
Whatever you can get your hands on, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yes, very nice. And you also brought some paintings with you.
Oh, yeah, you want me to show them?
Of course. I would
right.
love for you to share that with us.
I have a few. I couldn't bring, like, some of the paintings, so I just brought a print because they're, like, 4 feet, 5 feet big.
Okay.
And this one was the first one that I had brought. It's called Maska, which is like a mask. And it's a man that he's wearing a mask to cover himself from all, like, the evils and temptations and things that are attached to you in everything. You know, people always have, like, this crazy energy or darkness or cloud or whatever it is that's attached to their being.
Yeah.
And so he wears this mask to protect himself from it.
Wow.
So that was one of my favorite pieces
Wow, that's
that I've
very
done.
dope. That's very dope.
And then the second one that I brought was this one, and it's called Interdimensional Figure, and it stemmed from, you know, they say that an artist lives in 2 different dimensions with his brain.
Yeah.
So like one, you're in half in reality and half you're in this other creative, like I guess alternative universe where
Yeah.
like all this crazy shit like comes from, and
Yeah, I feel
so that was kind of like my ode to that.
So what is that one made with? Because it looks like it's a mixed media piece. It looks like it's got a couple different.
It's spray paint, acrylic, markers, and it's on a wood panel with a gloss.
Nice.
And also, that's a little bit different than the regular
it really
JoeDed style. Oh, where did that style, like, where'd you grab that from?
It just stemmed from, like, I was having discussions with my friend, you know, about the universes, and then there was a painting by an artist named Alex Gray.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
one of my favorite
it's like
artists.
It's like
Yes.
a paintbrush, and all like the souls of all
Yes,
the
the
artists
good.
are flowing
Yeah.
through.
Oh.
You know, he's pretty much saying that
Yes.
like when you're creating, all that energy from all those creators are flowing through that pen.
Nice.
So
we'll be
that's
seeing
what I
more
came
of that style from you,
Yeah.
JoeDed? Nice.
And I'm mixing it in too, so it just kind of comes out halfway. It'll be like a normal like piece, and then I'll just start cutting it up, and I'm like,
Wow.
oh shit, and then I don't know, it all just comes spontaneously sometimes.
It works. It comes together so beautifully.
And then the third one on the back was a piece called Growth, and it was like a series that I did called Ciclos, which was like the cycles of the earth, and this was the middle piece where the old Mother Nature figure is teaching like the knowledge of the planet to these little tree seedling people.
Wow.
And that's the fountain of youth and the universe in her head, and Solomon's temple and religion, you know, because there's always that balance of like science and religion and all that stuff going on.
Yes.
And a lot of these are like big monuments that were, I guess, erected during our time on Earth or whatever it was.
Can you face that one towards the camera right there? That's
hard
it's
to
kind of
see 'cause
small,
yeah.
but I believe we have that in the shots this side.
Yeah, the original is like 4 feet like big, so I couldn't even fit it in my car.
Man.
She
Or
first
else
sent
I
me
would've
that
brought
image.
Yeah,
I was
those.
blown away. That like I was like, oh my god, there's so much detail in
Yeah,
this. Like
thanks.
there's some time and heart and effort put into that, and it not only is it visually appealing, but it also feels like it tells like a story and stuff. There's a lot of
Yes.
depth to it, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And to see them in person is just mind blowing. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks.
Last time I seen you was at the San Bernardino. No, don't do it.
Which one?
It was at the Paris Hill Park. You were putting
I
up
was painting the mural.
Yes.
The elephant, and then the weird, creepy clown.
Yes. Okay. So you remember that one?
Yeah.
That one. Did that one stay up, or?
They said they were gonna paint over it, but I haven't really been back since I painted it. I was like, all right, I'm painting it. I'm out of here. Because it was like 100 degrees and the sun was like on my face all day.
Oh, that was so awesome! It was
Yeah.
like a creepy clown giving kids like.
It was like a rabbit, it was like a rabbit and a beaver. I think he was giving them.
It was so amazing.
I
like,
caught flack for that.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, you're creeping out
it-
the kids and your elephant looks drunk. And I was like,
Your
what?
elephant looks like he's about to give these kids drugs, but
the dude who had me do it, he's like, yeah, the people were telling me that, you know, why did he paint that elephant? Was he making a political statement or something? No.
Oh wow, they went all the way there.
Yeah, I was like, no,
Ooh.
there's a statue of an elephant in the sandbox right next to it. I don't know. So, yeah,
Well,
I'm
artists,
tripping
you
out.
know, they always feel an artist is always trying to make a statement. So you know,
I was just trying to be as
they
like,
come up with their
big
own
PG as
conclusions all the
possible.
time. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and when is your next debut or?
Saturday I'll be having a show at Loft Beats, in downtown Pomona.
Okay,
with
nice.
Ernst and all them. So I'll be having some art down
Cool.
there. And then at Perilous Gallery in Claremont, it's a closing reception for a mermaid show I had Friday.
Okay.
And then I know there's a few in between, but
That's
I can't
awesome.
Because I think every week I'm somewhere painting. So
If you can catch up with JoeDed, you better. Like, he's amazing. Just amazing to watch while painting. He does it in, I don't know, 5 minutes. It looks like a lifetime to make.
it's like when
Okay.
you're creating the painting, you have to draw out like 3 times the amount of energy within that allotted time period to paint it and complete it. So sometimes it's exhausting. I'll be painting and then I get home and I'm just like,
Yeah,
drained.
just drained. Yes, definitely. What were you gonna say, Tress?
So are some of these paintings that you're showing us today were done live?
Yeah, there was a one a little bit before that one I did for a show. It was called Origins. And then that's me painting live at the House of Blues with my cousin's band.
That's dope.
So awesome.
And
The
that
one
was the
you brought
painting I
in?
just showed. Yeah, that one I painted live at the Mind Clouder Fest with the Shapeshifters and at the Fox.
That's amazing. That one, the one that you're just talking about, is actually the kind of style of your stuff that I kind of like the most. I like a lot of those ones that really have those exaggerated open heads.
Yeah.
I was noticing there's a lot of commentary. Like there's some. I think you titled a piece "Poison the Youth."
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of just see. It reminds me of Honan Vasquez in Invader Zim. You know, kind of like you kind of see just like little kids with big giant heads getting exposed to all kinds of nasty stuff. You know, like is that a conscious influence or?
Yeah, it's just a lot of the youth and even us have been misinformed. We were just talking about that earlier, and
so it's
just
a metaphor for knowledge for you.
Yeah, and just like fed a lot of bullshit, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they're like, even in the schools, my grandma's a lunch lady, so I see her. She brings home like stuff from the school, and I'm like, man, all this stuff looks like poison. Like,
Ooh,
poison all these little kids. So it made me want to do like kids standing in line getting poison apples.
Yeah.
And then I did another piece called Artificial Nutrients.
Yeah.
Which was like a kid attached to a fake breast. And he was like suckling poison.
Oh, I saw that.
Wow.
Was amazing.
Yes, I have
It's
seen
like,
that one.
And it's just like all a mechanical thing. So the kid's being raised off of stuff that's poisoning his whole everything. He could poison his energy, poison his mind.
Yeah.
How long ago were you making those pieces?
I've had the ideas in sketchbooks over years and stuff. But recently I've been like, hey, I want to develop these more into like a series or something of
So those
paintings.
pieces are recent?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
How long have you been painting and drawing and stuff like that? Since you were little? Like
around 6th grade. Like we moved around a lot, so I didn't really know a lot of people, so I would just paint.
At what point did you like start taking it serious? Like this is what I want to do. This is
probably right 2004, 2005.
Wow.
I went to school and then I got a bachelor's in animation, but then I was like, I don't know if I want to animate. I can't sit in front of a computer like all day. I have to like feel the paint and paint. So that's when I just started going all just everywhere. I don't know. It was crazy.
Wow.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Westwood.
No, in Los
Right
Angeles.
right there off of Euclid in the tank.
Oh yes. Always pass in that area.
Are you
Yeah.
from that area?
Yeah, I grew up in Montclair, but then
cool.
I moved to Denver for about 10, 11 years, so I lived out there for a little bit.
Oh, nice. And okay, I always see your paintings at a lot of my friends' houses. I think that's really freaking amazing. Like, I'm thrown back because you're just one of those predominant IE artists, you know what I mean? And you're actually getting your work out there. What would you tell other artists that are trying to follow in the same footsteps as JoeDed? What would you tell them? Like, how to
keep
go
doing
about
what you're
doing it?
And just do it with confidence and faith in yourself, because it's like you got to take the leap in yourself to be able to do it. If you don't have the energy or the belief in you, then nobody's going to follow suit.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have an idea, run with it. I mean, it can only, improve, or you can learn something from it at least.
Yeah.
And then just do your thing. That's pretty much.
Heck yeah. I love that. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming onto the show and sharing your beautiful art with us. And your energy. It has been definitely a pleasure. Yes, you have to come and visit us again soon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Next time I
Awesome.
do a live painting or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
that'll be
that
dope.
would be amazing.
Something like that.
Yeah, we will. We will. For sure. All right, you guys.
Where can people check your stuff out? What are the links?
You can just find me at JoeDed on Facebook, Instagram. Just Google me and I'll pop up in a bunch of.
JoeDed.
I Googled you today, and it was like a million pictures. I was like, yes.
Yeah. Google
There's
anything,
all this crazy stuff pops up.
Amazing. Amazing stuff. Heck yeah. All righty. Thank you, JoeDed.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, man.
It was fun.
All right, guys. Next, we will be having a special musical guest, Kelley Mak, coming in to give a dope interview. Woo! Can't wait.
Followed
She's
by
been
awesome performance.
Yeah, followed by a really amazing performance. And also, she will be debuting something very special for you guys today. So, definitely
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. All right, red light.
Whatever one.
Now with us is the lovely and wonderful, talented MC Miss Kelley Mak.
Hey guys.
Yay!
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing, love?
So great.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. I haven't
so
seen
happy
you
to be here.
since the Bonnie Blue Going Away show.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
So tell me what what you've been up to
Oh my God.
since then. I'm going ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going ahead here.
Too much. I'm, doing 20 projects at once, like the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
But the main focus recently has been the Muses, which is
Woo!
me and my girl Jada,
Yes.
out from Washington. So we formed a little duo, and I just got off a month tour, half with her and with a bunch of my other amazing girlfriends, Raquel Devar, Lisa Vasquez, R2, Karina, and that's
Wow, a
been
lot of
the
female
most
MCs.
recent. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of
I'm
amazing women.
excited
I'm
about
just
that.
super blessed to have met and know so many.
Heck yeah. Actually, I seen one of the videos that you posted on Facebook. It was the three of you ladies getting down, and one was like scratching, or the other one was rapping. Like, you guys were doing all the technical things. I was like, okay, represent. Ladies, represent. Because,
That was a last minute mashup in San Francisco with my new friend Carly D, who's an amazing DJ out there, and Raquel Devar and Lisa Vasquez, she plays the drums. So it was a drum pad, and she does live looping.
Oh,
so
it was
we were working
awesome.
on mashing up all of our sets for a show the next night, and it was a lot of fun.
That is amazing. So when is your next show or tour? You're doing a million things right now, so
I know I'm doing too much. Actually, I'm trying to focus my energies in. The next big thing, I guess, would be we're doing a big 420 show up in Spokane at me and Jada as the Muses.
Oh,
I am doing an appearance in San Francisco before that on March 21st. That should be pretty cool. And then we're gonna do a little just a weekend run of shows, me and Jada, and hopefully we'll get some of the other girls on too. We're still putting it all together through Montana and a couple other places.
Wow, Montana.
So, yeah.
Woo! You guys are on the map.
We live in that Prius life.
Right? That gypsy life.
That gypsy Prius life.
Yes.
That's how we roll.
So tell me a little about this album, The Boom Bap Gypsies, because it's just amazing already. I've heard it's on SoundCloud, by the way. You guys better get that plug in. Check that out. Woo!
Let me get a
Oh yeah. Can we get that? Yes, there you go. Right there. Yes. Love it. So
that's an album that we'll be able to check out really soon? Or?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
already there?
Yes.
All right.
It's up. It just came out. It's really just our EP, me and JoeDed. It's We're the Muses. The album is Boom Bap Gypsies.
Oh, dope.
And it's on SoundCloud. If you just look up the Muses, it's spelled Muzes.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Muses with an
Gotcha.
S was already said. We weren't trying to make it like super hip hop. It just was what it was.
Sure.
But
It's
yeah.
natural.
That's how it happens. And so that's up on SoundCloud, and the Boom Bap Gypsies EP is something I'm really excited about. I've been, doing this for, oh my God, I don't even want to honestly say it out loud because it's been that long, how long I've been in this industry.
That's awesome.
But I
And you're
finally
making moves.
found, like, my soul sister on the mic, which I know that you know about, and it's a very rare thing to find.
Right? Yes,
And
yes.
so I've been really blessed. We met just kind of organically at this festival, and it was just meant to be.
Isn't it perfect when it's
and
like that? That's
everything
just-
kind of felt. We're really far apart, so it sucks.
Yeah.
Because
that
she's in
is-
Spokane, Washington, which is like, it might as well be a lifetime away.
Cool area.
Yeah.
No, do you know that Spokane is also the Inland Empire, which is crazy?
Yeah.
So she's from the Inland Empire, and so am I.
What?
Yes, dude.
Because
So
every coastal area is going to have an inland empire east of it.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're both from the Inland
Okay.
Empire, just in completely different places.
Hey,
Just
that
like-
means it was meant to be.
I
See
know.
that?
I know.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the Boom Bap Gypsies EP, I'm super proud of it. Check it out. You can find it on SoundCloud, and you can find everything, through my page if you come find me, Kelley Mak.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's Kelley space MAK.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I
Thank
had
you,
trouble
sir.
finding it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know.
That extra E
Drop the
is
C, add an
tricky.
extra E.
Yeah.
And the K.
Yeah.
And just to give you guys, you audience folk out there, a hint of how much she's doing. I've been listening to her stuff all week and checking her stuff out, and I still didn't even know about the Muses or Boom Bap Gypsies or what's the first album that you mentioned? Or it was the Muses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Circus Showcase. I had no idea.
Yeah, I
Which is
listened to that today,
amazing.
which is amazing.
That's-
Yeah,
I listened
that's-
to that today.
Yes,
that was
that's
really
your
good.
last, your solo work before the
It was
Muses.
a while back, you're saying.
Yeah, it's a actually collaboration that was done by DJ Dirtbag of some old school Kelley Mak stuff, a bunch of collabs that were never on my albums that maybe people might not have heard. And then I do a lot of electronic stuff too. I like to
Yeah, I like experimental. Yes.
Yeah, I like to, I just kind of like to experiment down any avenue that I can that interests me at least, and still stay true to the hip hop roots. But, I mean, you get bored after a while, you want to kind of do something new.
Yeah, mix it up.
Also opens doors for a lot of other kind of booking
Absolutely.
opportunities.
Yeah.
And
Very true.
audiences.
Have you guys been going to festivals and whatnot? Playing festivals?
I have rage faced at some festivals. Yes.
Oh, so much fun.
So much fun. So that's another just added incentive to try to kind of cross over into some of those genres, because being able to play in those types of environments is otherworldly.
Yeah.
And especially when you come from the underground hip hop scene, in the IE, and you're rocking on rickety stages.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've fallen through a hole before.
Oh, no.
I think maybe you guys saw that. To going to these kind of crazy festival environments is really cool, and it's an awesome experience. And
Yes.
I've met a lot of the people that I'm currently working with now at a lot of those festivals. So, and I've got some hosting opportunities there that are awesome, and it's been really good.
That's
So
cool.
how did you get introduced to hip hop? What was your introduction into the music and stuff?
My introduction, honestly, I think I was in 4th grade, and I remember my brother at the time, he had this Fat Boys tape, and I was like, what is this? And I listened to it, and I was just like, I don't even know, but I'm feeling it. But I was really young, you know what I mean? And I grew up in a pretty, I grew up in kind of a ritzy white community. My parents actually lied about where I lived so I can go to this school, Mariposa, up in Redlands.
Okay.
And so, you know what I mean? The culture there was not very diverse, but MC Hammer was really popular then. And so I knew the Hammer dance, and it started very kind of just media friendly.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got a little bit older and started hearing. I went on a YMCA trip with some older guys one time. Not with, well, that sounds bad. But It was a group thing, but there were some older guys on the trip, and they were like popping in Wu-Tang tapes. And I was just like, what
Slowly
is
influenced.
this?
Influence that little mind. Infiltrate.
Which
Yes.
fits in because recently on tour, someone actually told me that I'm like, if Stevie Nicks and ODB like got merged.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Style, like, you even got like a...
And there might be something coming from that. We won't talk about it. But I think that I owe it to that YMCA trip. And
That's so
then
cool.
after that, I really just dove in. I would like take whatever money I had every Tuesday and go to this underground spot and just spend like as much money as I had on new releases. And I would pick albums based on the cover art and the song titles, and then just see what would happen. And that's how I found a lot of the music that really influenced me. And I'm a big like Slumville and Tribe fan, and that old feel good Dilla.
Yes.
That's my shit. You know,
That
so-
lyrical shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when I started to find like female MCs, that's when everything really.
Woo,
was
Queen
altered
Latifah
for
back
me.
in my days. Woo-hoo. That was my girl. MC Light.
Yeah, the miseducation
Yes, Medusa.
probably,
Yeah.
like most people,
Yes.
changed my life completely.
Yes, Lauryn Hill.
Because at
she's
that
amazing.
moment, I really realized, like, oh, dude, you could really be like a legit MC, but still say something with substance and
right.
have like respect from both ends.
Yes.
And because at that time, it was like we had the Foxy Browns and the Little Kim.
Yeah.
And Foxy, she was, you know, a little, I did like Foxy, but it was like the message, I was missing the message, you know? And so when the miseducation dropped, I was like, whoa, this is
Yeah,
relate
that's
to
the
it.
real
possible.
message.
It's
Yeah.
possible to say
Relate
something
to
and
it.
be something and be feminine and be beautiful and all these things without having to subject your body or your mind.
That's
and that
right.
really changed me like forever. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's so awesome to have you.
I'm so excited to see you. This girl, if y'all don't know, is a bad MC
Yeah.
too.
Aw,
She's
man.
one of my favorites.
Why,
One of
thank
my
you.
favorites. So.
Aw, thank you.
Not the lioness.
You're one of my favorites, so it's reciprocated. Yes, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you're working a lot on the Boom Bap Gypsies right now.
Yes.
So what about your next solo stuff? What's going on with that?
I don't even know. You know, I don't even know if I should talk about it, honestly, because it probably sounds crazy coming from my mouth right now. But I do have some ideas in the works, and I'm thinking about maybe releasing an album as like under a moniker.
Okay.
So
That's gonna be really interesting.
I'm like a little indecisive about it. I have a lot of kind of weird and dark, creepy stuff that no one's ever really heard, and I do a lot of kind of singing and bluesy stuff, and so I'm really trying to pick and choose the right direction to go right now.
That's so awesome.
So I'm staying focused on the Boom Bap Gypsies project, and I'm also working with my boy Deploy on a new project who is my brother. We were in our first hip hop crew LOA together, and we rock with the House of Vibe All Stars. So we're working on a project, and so my new solo stuff is kind of like it's like floating right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where's the galactic background? Wherever that is, that's where
It's
my
in
solo
outer
project
space.
is. Until we know more.
Well, it's soon. Right?
Soon. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, you have to give Boom Bap Gypsies their run for, a
For
while
sure.
too, so.
It's really we're getting a lot of positive response, and from men and women alike, and the movement is cool. And me and Jada, we're still kind of old school, so we have that classic boom bap like vibe.
Yeah.
And you can't find that too much anymore. And so this EP was meant to
Oh,
try
yeah.
to like bring that back and just slap you in the face.
Yeah, I
And
liked
then the
it.
next thing we do is going to maybe be a little bit different, but we really wanted to like catch the attention of that audience.
Okay.
And I'm super excited about it. I love my girl. We have so much fun together. And
I know. I can't wait until I get to bump that album you just
Yeah.
gave me. I mean, I've listened to it on SoundCloud, but you were saying on the album, surprise, surprise, there's an extra 2 songs.
there is that are not on SoundCloud. So you have to
Yeah.
come find us and cop the album.
Exactly.
You have to follow us and come to a show.
Hunt
I
that
want to
down.
set a badass female throwdown out here in the IE. So I'm not playing out here. I haven't been for a while because, as we know, it gets a little difficult. And when you play a lot, people just stop showing up.
Whoa. Yeah, that's why you were very intelligent about it, and you spreaded the music to. I don't know, how far have you been? You've been to Europe and yeah. So yeah.
But I like to bring the focus back to the IE and do like
it's
a
home,
bad,
right?
you know,
So
IE female.
what part of the
throwdown.
IE did you were raised in, or?
I was mostly I was born in Redlands, and I went to school in Redlands mostly, but I've lived like San Bernardino, Mantown, Riverside, Fontana. I'm like an IE mutt, you know what I mean?
Damn you!
Are you shooting me for being an IE? Like, what is that about?
That's San Bernardino, but
you gotta warn me so I
we
can
love
do
that
the
area.
action like I'm getting shot.
Can you put little blood splats on the? Hey, you know Tristan's from there too, from San Bernardino.
It's been a rough week.
It really has been a rough week in San Bernardino. It's been a rough few years.
Thanks to San Bernardino, I have gangster lyrics. What can I say?
Hey, there's a lot of good music coming out of those parts. So
there is.
There's a strong female scene too. So when you come back, there is a strong female scene that you can pluck from and get.
Yes, and there wasn't always. When I first started spitting, there was not very many girls doing anything out here.
Like even just a few years ago, you can count them down on like maybe one hand. Now it's like, okay, there's so and so.
Oh, there's so many, and it's really
it's
cool.
Exciting.
It's very exciting because there's a lot of really amazing women out there. And I think the more we can unify and just build the movement is like the better for everyone.
A lot of guys
women have a lot of cool shit to say.
Yeah, basically.
Whether y'all like it or not.
It's so awesome. Okay, so now I want you to talk a little bit about this video that you're debuting tonight.
Yes. This video it's my new favorite thing.
Yes.
I know it's yours too because it's your favorite track off the album.
Yes, and I was one of the first people to get to see this, so
yes, you were.
I'm excited to see it again. Yeah, I'll be seeing it with you.
Right?
Yes.
See them boom bap gypsies.
Oh,
hey.
come on. What? Yes.
So it's me and my girl JoeDed. We have a feature appearance from my girl Abyss Infinite, who's from Portland, Oregon. It's the title track, Boom Bap Gypsies, from the EP Boom Bap Gypsies. My
so
boy
the producer
Quincy
is a female?
No. It's my boy Quincy Davis, like shot, directed, edited.
Oh, okay.
And we did it in Portland. Like we were in Portland for one day. We did the video and a show. We shot it in like 3 hours.
Dang.
He just made it magic, and I think he just did a great job. I love it a lot, and it's cool.
Okay.
You guys are going to have to judge for yourselves, I guess.
Cool.
But we're debuting it here.
Judge that. So,
the music. Boom Bap Gypsy.
And if you think anything else, you suck. Ha ha ha. All right, let's go ahead and get that footage rolling.
Ooh, yeah.
Not privy to your Rick D's. We off the charts, sparks flying out the speaks. And what we giving you, that is for keeps. Bet your bottom dollar, we gon' move it through the streets. Pushing that vision with a natural mystique.
Birthing babies out of speech, impregnate cadence with latent analogies. I'm planting seeds all over so haters stay mad at me. I got no need for epidural, I do this shit naturally. Creating lyrics like Versace on vaginal cavities. I spit on beats like I'm in labor, gotta get this out of me. By the time this verse is over, I'ma be a friend on me because I nurture every rhythm like it grew inside of me. Lyrical Mrs. Brady baby, I'm so fertile. Don't you see that if you wanna stop the flow, gon' have to implant IUDs? But comparably, I'm more like Alice on the beach, cause apparently I'm parenting and mothering the streets. Yeah, you can say my name, Kelley. If it's hard, try spelling it phonetically. Don't forget the extra E. I'm reproducing life through rhyme schemes. Incubate my delivery so that I can abort all you whack MCs. Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies. Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies. Yeah, we be them boom bap gypsies. Them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap gypsies.
You rap fiends, we rap queens, inoculate with love and into bloodstreams like vaccines. We good medicine, sick style peddling, dancing in the dark, spark light, call us Edison. Native tongue channeling, merry like Magdalene. Opportunity come knocking, you know that we let it in. Whoa. This proper misfits, link like a puzzle piece, carpal to the wrist, fingers to the fist, impossible to diss. Tripping over syllables to get a J to kiss, but it's too late. My love is for the music, born for this collaboration of this and the muses. But are they ready for the energy that we gon' bring? A triple dose of dope MC that be the boom bap gypsies. This type of melody maneuvers a menagerie, images and odyssey not privy to your Rick D's. We off the charts, sparks flying out the speaks, and what we giving you, that is for keeps. Bet your bottom dollar we gon' move it through the streets, pushing that vision with the natural mystique.
Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies. Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies.
Wait a minute, I seen it, this feeling is somehow appealing. Reasoning, the rating's complete. Sugar's what makes it so sweet. I'm that plus I make it so deep. Juicy, the taste of my meat. Get it, a feeling complete. Abyss, yo, I sing with the beat. Reap with your soul, so I grow organic from Terra. Hello, wind in my sail, let it blow. Marina, that chick on the low. Breathe so fresh. Just a whiff, tone meets the flesh. Sip the gift. Bleep what the, so what? Sucker, roll rocks, legend. Wait for a dairy. So pro-Mary with a bowl of berries. Forest fairies in the world of pearls. Swans so heavy, master a nation so brazen. Layman's they creep on the famous ration creation. So blatant, suck on the gristle of bacon. Pollen is falling on cities. Pedal from Jacko, not pretty. Pass me the mic, I stay ready. Missing finish, she hold steady.
Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies. Yeah, come on. We be them boom bap gypsies. Yeah, we be them boom bap gypsies. Them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap, them boom bap gypsies.
Don't smile though, look hard. All right, there you go.
Don't make me laugh.
That's what's up. That's hard.
Oh, that's hard.
What's
We be
up,
the boom bap
y'all?
gypsies.
Woo! Come on. Okay, we're gonna start a party out here. But now to present to you a live and wonderful performance, Miss Kelley Mak.
Oh yeah, I'm getting emo tonight, y'all. Oh, the clapping effects. All right, this track was produced by my friend Madison Barrett, and it's a shout out to my boy Acre One, Majescu. Y'all know him. This was inspired by him, so rest in peace, my brother.
We all wear a mask. Some are hoes, some are hats, some are pros that they class. You won't know cause you can see it in their eyes. Don't let them hold you back. Got to counterattack the whack so you can see through the disguise. So you can see through the disguise. Sometimes it's life that gets the best of us. The universe is testing us. The messenger has messenger, not in control of passenger. All aboard this ethical massacre. Can't tell who's real cause they're all wearing masks and hair. Fashion place masks for what's lacking, with dilapidated faces replace space for what is lacking there. No one pays attention till you're in the dirt, and afterward they listen. Do you think that they know what they heard? Put this in a capsule, excavate it when I leave this earth. Rest assured, remove your mask and you will see the lessons worth. We all wear a mask. some are hoes, some are hot, some are pros that they rap. You will know cause you can see it in their eyes. Don't let them hold you back. Got to counterattack the wax so you can see through the disguise. I'm the phantom in this opera. Wear half a mask, you don't get all of us. One eye's open, one collects the dust. The third eye sees the things and dreams that we in turn learn not to trust. Behind that shield it lies the rest of you, and 95% is fool. The other 5 that's left is truth. Respect the truth. The only thing that's left when nothing's left of you. Receptacles of flesh, they go to rest. Who will remember you? Life is just a vestibule, a pathway that we all walk through. We start out with wide eyes of youth, end up with callous souls. The proof is in these stories told. If you don't see me here no more, you will know that I'm above the clouds, tripping it up with not just you. Rip up mics, follow no rules, and leave with a good attitude. Watch out for those who wear full masks and see them staring back at you. I just wear half, it's so that I can't protect myself from ghouls. Goblins, demons, Satan, zombies showing up in full costume. We all wear a mask. Some are hoes, some are hats, some are pros that they craft. You will know cause you can see it in their eyes. Don't let them hold you back. Got to counterattack the wax so we can see through the disguise.
All right, this is an oldie but a goodie. My brother Bobby Lowe produced this one. Y'all know about Bobby Lowe and the IE. If you don't, you ain't IE, right? This is called Girls on the Bus. I'm flipping tracks while inmates flip their masks. Every night lay awake thinking about my regrets, and I've been here for a minute. Don't know how to stay out cause I've been conditioned to live this while they drink champagne at their masquerades. I'm sitting here wondering when will I see another day? Is it lonely out there when I'm in this place? See the ones that I love are plexiglass frames they face. The girls they once knew is just sad and disgrace, and the girl I once was has been sadly replaced. Pray to God every night for a break or escape, and wake up every morning to a log-covered plate missing birthdays and funerals. Beats in my headphones, the letters make it better, but I just wanna go home. Wherever that is, don't even know, cause I burned every bridge that exists. I'm missing that stage, I miss that release. My boys give shout outs to me like I'm gone and deceased. Though no one knows my name, they stand and repeat. This one's for Mac, she's in the belly of the beast. I should have been there. There's no words for what it's like in here, trying to find myself in windows and aluminum mirrors. Although I fear the face I'll see, but without my mistakes, then who would I be? Yeah. I know you ride or die, but you won't get out alive. No windows, just walls, no justice for all. You ain't got much time, you better change your life. Now you ain't scared to die, you more scared to be alive. So you gangster, hustler, what does it add up to? Can't push rewind, you better play it right. Being on the bus, handcuffed to someone else. Every song is a memory of where I've been and what I felt. How did it get this far? From the girl in tap shoes to the girl behind bars, singing to other girls through the vent in my cell. Amazing Grace, Lauren Hill, maybe some Jill. Badu and Guru to get me through, while these women walk in circles in an empty room. Don't have much to say, but life's a phone call away. Wish they pick up like I'm living Groundhog's Day with the hiccups. What's a quarter a day? I'm ordered a slave and still wondering how I got to this place. Such a disgrace, wearing failure on my face. I'd give anything for I.E. Smog instead of this mace. Stuck with my race, everyone racist. I hate this. Everywhere I look, it's a sea of dead faces. Sleeping next to childless mothers in a playpen. Every day ends with hopeless significance. I pray for deliverance, but patience is running thin. I can't sleep unless I'm intoxicated on aspirin. When will it end? When will I be satisfied within? Yo, this is it. My time has come. Sorry to everyone for the things I've done, but my biggest punishment is the person I've become. I know you ride or die, but you won't get out alive. No windows, just walls, no justice for all. You ain't got much time, you better change your life. Come on. Now you ain't scared to die, you more scared to be alive. So you gangster, hustler, what does it add up to? Can't push for one, you better play it right. Yeah. Yeah. Where's my applause effect now? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Go Get It Poetics.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Go Get It Poetics. Big thank you to all of our special guests that came out tonight. I just want you to just give a little plug where people can get in contact with you.
I got one.
You got one, girl. Keep yours. Sure.
I know, right? It matches my hair, my outfit. The best place to find me, you can just find all my links through my website, which is www.kelleymak.com. KELLEYMAK. Drop the C at an extra E.
Please do that.
I made a rhyme.
It's going to be hard if you don't do that.
I made
drop
a rhyme
the E
for it.
And the C. All right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, drop the C at an extra E. See, it's still confusing.
It is.
But it's KELLEYMAK. Or you can find me from the Go Get It Poetics site on Facebook and link to me from there.
Check us out next week, 9 p.m. Go Get It Poetics. Thank you to Larry Eby, artist JoeDed, and Kelley Mak, of course. This is Go Get It Poetics. We hope y'all have a good night. Go Get It Poetics. We be those musical medics beside it. We set it, excited and ready. Cause it's Go Get It Poetics. All throughout the IE.
Go Get It Poetics. Everywhere that I be.
Go Get It Poetics.